GB News came to an unexpected halt moments into the breakfast show with some worrying news. GB News was halted for a major breaking news announcement following the latest update on the Israel-Palestine conflict, and warns that Donald Trump will be a key figure in all of this. The United States President has suggested that he will not block possible Israeli plans to take over Gaza. His comments came as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with senior security officials on Tuesday, August 5, following reports that he wasn't to stage a complete military takeover. After months of ceasefire talks came to an end, Netanyahu and Trump are now reportedly working on a deal that leaves Hamas in an ultimatum: release the hostages and agree to terms to disarm, or the war continues. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, the Republican leader declined to say whether he supported or opposed the potential military takeover of Gaza by Israel, but said his administration's focus was on getting people fed in Gaza. He told reporters, "As far as the rest of it, I really can't say. That's gonna be pretty much up to Israel." Washington provides Israel with billions of dollars in military aid annually, assistance that significantly increased following the start of Israel's war on Gaza in October 2023. It is understood Israel has used forced displacement orders to squeeze Palestinians into increasingly smaller pockets of Gaza over the past few years, turning 86% of the territory into militarized zones. But increased military operations in the remaining part of the territory would further endanger the lives of Palestinians, who already endure daily disruption and Israeli-imposed starvation. The worrying update was the first story discussed on The Breakfast Show on Friday, August 8, as Stephen Dixon and Ellie Costello welcomed the defense editor at the Evening Standard, Robert Fox, onto the show to discuss the concerning news. Ellie began, "Morning to you, Robert. This is a controversial escalation, isn't it?" Which he agreed, stating, "It's very controversial. It's very much an open question as to whether it couldn't succeed, and the simple, tactical answer is whether they can penetrate the tunnels. But it has got quite a division among military circles in Israel. Now, does Netanyahu go on to fully occupy Gaza? Yes, it's another spin, and it's very, very divisive because Israel is becoming increasingly isolated from the international stage, so the key figure in all this will be Donald Trump." Stephen added, "It's very difficult to get our heads around how it could possibly work, Robert, when you've got the IDF concerned about an expansion of military activity, you've got hostage families already out protesting against this. How can this work?" The defense editor agreed, "Well, you've absolutely laid it down the two tracks, the military track and the political one, and the question of the hostages is a huge one. But can we just go to the whole business of occupation and how very, very difficult this is? Is Mr. Netanyahu saying to the people, the IDF, your citizen army, is now going to be involved in an open-ended occupation of Gaza? That is a very, very tall ask indeed, and it's very doubtful whether it could work completely in the long term." 1 hour later, Sir Keir Starmer has since released a statement branding the decision wrong, and urged country leaders to reconsider immediately. It read, "The Israeli government's decision to further escalate its offensive in Gaza is wrong, and we urge it to reconsider immediately. This assault will do nothing to bring an end to this conflict or to help secure the release of the hostages. It will only bring more bloodshed." It didn't take long before viewers flooded to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their growing concerns online, with one posting, "Israel is the last barrier between Islam and Europe. If it fails, Europe will be under attack from outside and within." Another agreed, "Interesting perspective on the role of Donald Trump in the Gaza situation. The U.S. influence could indeed be pivotal in the region's future dynamics." As a third echoed, "We need peace in Gaza."